Hi everybody. This is going to be a video to show something I have listed in my Etsy store. This listing is for a fabric slow stitch journal, and so I want to show it. I want to show it on the video because when you look at it, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that's too much money. And I know you will, because I would. But I think it'll be worth the amount. And because, well, I'll tell you right off the top, so you don't have to watch this video if it's too much, is the price I have listed is $56. That's what I have listed, $56, which includes shipping in the United States. And only in the United States does it include the shipping. But first of all, this here placemat, it's Laura Ashley, and it's silky on the inside. It's so pretty. This placemat is what is used for the cover. Okay, and then I have a half a yard of muslin. The half a yard of muslin can be used for the pages, or you may have, something else you want for pages and use the muslin for something else. But there's a half a yard of muslin here, and that will work for the pages. Okay, and then I have, here are, okay, these are, each one of these pieces of fabric are 10 inches by 10 inches. Each one of these are 10 inches by 10 inches. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 pieces of the 10 inch by 10 inch fabric. Okay, and then there's more fabric, and this fabric, just a bit, let me put these over back into their little bag. I'm trying to package them pretty nicely, but they're all going to be stuffed. To save on the shipping, I'm going to have them all stuffed in a bubble wrap envelope. Oh, and this one has to go in there too. Now, there's 4 kits listed. I've got 4 put together, but they're all the same. Each one of them have basically the same things. Okay, and then I have, let's leave that there. Then I have, this is more fabrics, but these are all different sizes too. So like here is like a little, that's a fun little piece. And then here's, see, so these are different sizes here. And this one's like almost a 10 by 10. And then here is another piece. And some of these might be close to 10 by 10, but they're all different. None of these fabrics in this package is any different, none are the same as in the 10 by 10s. See there, the lemonade, how pretty. This one here is all sewing fabrics. All the sewing machines and stuff on there. And then this one's a little bit smaller. It's got like little pattern images on it from Dress Patterns. And these are fun for slow stitching because they're all can be cut apart and slow stitch to your pages. I think those are adorable. And then this one here is like the dress forms. I like the fabrics that are on a black background. And so that one will be pretty. Whatever you do with them, I know you will come up with things. And then this one here is like a red background, but it's got like clothing hanging on a clothesline. Love that one too. And then here is just, this is like 2 patches with like vintage sewing machines on them. These ones are all different in each package. Each one of the sewing machines is different, but they've got 2 in them. And then this is the little Piggly Wigglies. I just love the little pink pigs. If you've ever seen a baby pig, oh my gosh, that's what that piece is. These pieces are also not cut with scissors, they're all torn. So when you get torn pieces, they are on the straight of the grain. A lot of times if you get cut pieces, they're not right on the straight of the grain, and it kind of, sometimes that can be a little bit aggravating, but these are all torn pieces. Okay, then also there's going to be, like, here's a little piece of a like a vintage table runner that I've found at a thrift shop, and I cut parts out of it to share. Let's put that one right there. And to make up a nice kit. This one here, this was a curtain at one time, but I took it apart because look how beautiful those pieces are right there. And then here is, this is like some can't come up with a word for it right now, but that's a type of lace that is just, we'll just call it beautiful. That's what we'll call that. And then here's a piece, and these are in each one. This is a piece of a vintage hand crocheted item, but when I bought this one, it was already taken apart. And I find things like at the thrift shops and stuff, and they're just beautiful. And I just, you know, so many people tell me that they just don't have what they need to put together slow stitching. So this kind of thing should help, I think, to give somebody. See, now here's some pieces. Okay, those are some pieces of laces here. That those are in the kit. And let's see. And then I also purchase not wallpaper, upholstery sample books. And I take the upholstery out of them, the samples, and I have in here, like, and there's, now these will all be different in the books. They're all going to be upholstery samples out of the same collection, but they'll be different. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I might put a couple more of these in, of the upholstery samples. I might add some more of those, because I do have some more, and I think I will do that. But those are the upholstery samples. Okay, and then these are cute. These are I have some fabric that has pretty ladies on them, and I cut the little ladies apart, and then so I put some in each package. Those are fun for slow stitching. And this here is to just mainly show you how you can take a piece of muslin and you can stamp on the muslin with words and stuff. And so this says help each other, and it is just stamped on the muslin, and it shows you too how you can fringe the edges of the muslin. Okay, so that's in there. And then here is another collection of lace, and this is the same kit, same collection, and I think each of these is, okay, each of, this one's a few yards long, this 2-inch lace. This is just a shorter piece. Maybe that's 12 inches long. And then this is a couple yards long, and this one's at least a yard long, if not more. This is real soft, this gathered lace here. And this is so pretty too. It's and it's at least a yard. Oh yeah, it's about a yard and a half. I just measured it from my nose to my fingertips. But this is pretty. It's got some peach in it. It's white and peach. And so that's pretty. And so that's what's in. It takes me a while to pack these things. I've been packing these for over a week, trying to find just exactly what I think, that something that I would feel I would love to have to just get started. So if you especially just are getting started, this is just the cat's meow. And then in this, in my opinion anyway, and then in this little bag is going to be, and these won't all be exactly the same in each kit, but they're like just little flowers that I have made. There's a few little flowers and then some yo-yos. And so this way you can see too what you can do with some of the fabrics. You know what I need to do? This yo-yo is made with, I'm going to add something. I just thought of something to add. I've been saving the selvage edges off of fabric because they're just so pretty. I think this is a selvage edge, this is a selvage edge, and I just gathered it up and made the pretty flower. So now I think what I do, I've got selvage edges like here. I've been saving them. I am going to actually add some of this too. Maybe I'm going to put in, let's see, I'm going to be adding them to these, because see, these are the selvage edges and they make pretty little flowers. So I'm going to cut some of those. I'm going to add these so that you all can make your own little flowers like this too, because I think they're so pretty with that. Let me see real quick here. I'm just going to, let's see, let's put, well, I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to put a piece. It's going to be enough at least for one flower. Let me see. See how pretty this is on the edge, the selvage? So making a flower out of that one will be so pretty. And here's a piece. Look at this. Let's just put some pieces in there that'll be large enough to make a flower. There. And this kitty cat fabric. Oh my gosh. It's a little wider than I put. But see, now and that's, so when you see those pieces in there like that, you'll know what those ones are for. Well, that one's already cut. It's a little short, but it should work. And let's get 10 pieces in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And these are different lengths now, as you can see. 9. Oh, that one's too short. Let's see, 9. And one more. Let's put in, let's see, one more, and 10. So I'm going to put in each one, I'm going to put in 10 pieces of the yeah, you know what I'm saying. Read my mind, please. Okay, so I'm just going to put those in here too. So put them in there with those so you'll know that's what those are for. Put that in that little bag. Okay. All right, so then that's that. And then we have this bag. It's another organza bag. And then this is a spool of like tatting thread. This is kind of the weight that I would use for tatting, but it's number 8 they call it. What, I don't know about any of that stuff. But there's a spool of that, and then there's 4 skeins of embroidery floss. Okay, so those are them. Let's put that in there. That might get squashed, I don't know. Because I'm squashing this stuff in a bag. Squashing it. I am squashing it. So there. See, so there's 2 little bags that you get too, which even these bags you can stitch on your pages to make like pockets. Okay, and then this is ribbon. Some of it is most of it is grosgrain ribbon, 3/8 of an inch wide, but there's 9 pieces, and they're each at least a yard long, but they're all different colors. There's one, maybe there's only one that's satin, and the rest, this green is satin. Oh, and the red is satin. And so the rest of them are grosgrain. Oh, this darker green is like a forest green, that's satin. So there's 9 pieces of ribbon, and those are all at least a yard long. I hope, sort of. They're sort of a yard long. Okay, and then all of these are vintage buttons. And so buttons are so much fun. Like if you've seen me make my I like to make my carrying trees where I couch the tree onto a page. I couch it on, and if you haven't seen that couching trees, I've got a couple videos where I've couched trees. But then you put the buttons, and oh my goodness, that I love the buttons on the trees. Okay, and then here is a bag of pony beads. They're just little like seed beads, but they're like a miniature pony bead. And then these are sequins. Now, like when I sew a sequin on, it's fun to put a sequin on and put it on with a French knot. And again, on your flowers, on your trees, or anything, to put the little sequins on with a French knot is really awesome, and there's many colors in here. Or you can stitch them on with a bead, like stitch through the sequin and then through a small bead and then back through the sequin and tie it off in the back. And that makes a very pretty embellishment on your slow stitching project. You know, I just thought of another thing too. Okay, then in this little package, this is just, well, it's only just a Dollar Tree kind of a thing. First of all, it comes in a very awesome, reusable little plastic box. I love these boxes. And in here, there's a tape measure. It's a paper tape measure, but if you want it to last a while, you can take that paper tape measure, lay it out, and then take your cello tape and just tape all the way across it, and you'll, on both sides, and you have a tape measure that'll last forever. There are safety pins in there, straight pins, a thimble, 6 thread spools, which are small thread spools, but nonetheless, they're thread spools. And there's assorted buttons, a needle threader, and a needle compact. So there's needles in here. There's just a little bit of everything in here. They show a little pair. There's a little pair of scissors in here, but these scissors are mainly a decorative thing. They don't really cut even butter. So then I added this pair of scissors. This pair of scissors is even. This is a $1 pair of scissors too. It come from the Dollar Tree. But these I love these scissors. I use them all the time. I've cut fabric with them. I cut my threads with them, and they're perfect size. And I can't believe how well they are, how well they work, coming from the Dollar Tree. And I just thought of one other thing that I have. I wonder if I have it real right here, because I keep coming up with different ideas of things I want to put in this kit. But then this morning I said, I got to get that kit listed. Well, now I'm not finding what I was just thinking, because I have them in a plastic box like this. And so, but now I'm not seeing it. Oh, here they are. Now in here, this is what I have. These are fun too. These are little tiny. Let me see, what I'm going to do is, let me see what I'm going to do here. Hang on to your britches thread just for a minute. And I'm going to split these 4 ways. These, so I can put in each, oh, see, now I'm looking. I know I have little bitty bags. But now I'm not finding them. Little bitty bags. Well, I'll find the little bitty bags, because I don't have them right here apparently. But so I'm going to split these into 4 amounts like this. I'm going to go like this, and then split this. That's how I measure, right there. Because now these beads, they're like glass beads. They're so pretty. But these, that's kind of bigger. That needs to have a couple more right there. But see now, one of these bunches is going to go. I got to find my little bags. If I got little bags to put them in. And, oh, what I'm looking for, my little bags. Yeah, okay, but they're going to go in there too. And so, see, and this is one of those boxes. These little boxes are so handy. And so that's what I'm going to do with those. So that is my kit. So, well, just hang on. I'm going to put, I'll redo these in a minute. These will definitely be in there, but I want to just recap here. Okay. I wonder if I have, you know what, I bet I have enough of these little boxes. I just thought of something too. My mind just goes a mile a minute. Oh, there's the little, is this the little bags? There's the little bags. But then I was thinking something else too. My brain just wobbles along to, let me see, just a second. I want to make this kit beautiful. Gotta make it beautiful. Gotta make it beautiful. Just a second. I want to try something here. 1, 2. Yep, I got 4. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead. Well, now I got 5. I don't need 5. I don't need 4. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna see, now I'm making a nut, right? Just a minute. I'm not very professional. I'm also an old lady. I'll be 72 years old in a couple months. Just a minute. I'm gonna split these again, just like I did before. Split them in 4 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, does that look even, you all? This guy needs more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in here. Look how fun. And put these in this little bag. Okay, so those are the little rocks. And then let's put these in this little bag. See, when I listed these on Etsy, I had to put in a weight. You have to always put the dimensions and the weight. Well, so I measured, I weighed it, then I added a couple ounces. I said, because I know I'll find more to put in there. So I added a couple ounces, because I think it said that it would be, I think I weighed it and it was a pound and a half, I think, something like that, the whole thing. And so I went ahead and put it as a pound and 15 ounces is what I put. So I figured then that would cover anything if I put more in there, because that's kind of how I work. Kind of strange like that. So see, now since my listing, now I've added just a couple more things, which is these little rocks. These are stones. They're so pretty, but they're beads. They got a hole in them so you can stitch them on. Okay, see, so now I got those 4 in there. And then I can put this bag of the little seed beads in there. And I can put this little bag of the sequins in there, so they all have their own little bed to sleep in. Okay, so now this goes to the other 3 packages that I'll have to fix them. Since this collection is growing. Okay, so that is what is going to be in here. The scissors, the lace, the threads, the buttons, vintage buttons. Love vintage anything. And then the flowers and the salvage edges to make more. The ribbon. The pretty ladies, the upholstery fabrics, the laces, the vintage laces, and these ones are of a vintage. They're older. So I don't know how vintagey they are, but they're older. And so those are nice. The muslin for the pages. The smaller scraps, I didn't count them, so I'm not sure how many, but I do know that there was, what was there, 10 or 12? Of the 12, I think, of the 10 by 10s. And is that everything here? So I got everything filled on there? So this is what you will get in that kit. And like I said, I've got it listed as $56, but that includes the shipping in the United States. In the United States. All right, so yeah, I hope you like it. I really do think it's enough. It's really enough to get started with you might have to, the only thing, that you might have to get is like a larger needle to hold, your larger needle probably. If these little ones that are in there don't work, you might need a larger needle. I wish I could, I should look around. I might be able to find a larger needle as well to put in with this collection. And so if I find one, I'm just going to tape it to the top. What I'll do is I know I can find one. Let me see. See, there's one right there. I just take this stuff out of my own stash. Why not? So a larger needle. I got larger needles. Just where are they? Oh, here's one. And these are just sashiko needles. So I need 4 of them. So I got 4 packs. Because this is a little bitty needle. And this will be, you'll use little bitty needles too, but you really need a bigger needle for the, if you're putting the embroidery floss in. Yeah, see there? I do have. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take a little piece of this, tape, and I'm just going to put that needle. Well, I guess you don't need that piece of thread. Let's take that out of there. This is a pre-loved needle. A lot of these things are pre-loved. So I'm just going to put that needle right on top of that box with that washi tape. And so you got a big needle too, so you won't have to go run out and buy one right away. And there I got 3 more that can go in those other 3 kits. But there, and then this is the beautiful placemat that can make the cover, and that is going to be the kit. And so yeah, this is just one of those kind of videos that, yeah, it's not teaching you a flipping thing, but okay, but I still have to read a little because I always do. Let's find something I can read here. Here, this says, talk about what you're feeling. And this comes from the book, You Are Stronger Than You Know, Words of Hope and Encouragement for Someone Living with a Chronic Illness. Now, talk about what you're feeling. Good or bad, feelings need expression. They must be recognized and given freedom to reveal themselves. It isn't wise to hide behind a smile when your heart is breaking. That is not being true to how you feel inside. Put away the myth that says you must be strong enough to face the whole world with a smile and a brave attitude all the time. You have your feelings that say otherwise, so admit that they are there. Use your healing power to put the past behind you and realize those expressive stirrings in your heart are very much a part of you. Use them to find peace within and to be true to yourself. That is very good, and that was written by Barbara J. Hall. She did a good job writing that. Yes, she did. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, bring you back safe and sound to the next video, and thank you for watching. God bless you all. Love you guys.